Hey guys, a couple of you wanted to do the newsletter add-on for the 10 add-ons to Google Classroom you must try. This one has a lot going on, so I'm gonna try and walk you through it. So teacher newsletter, here is Alice's blog post. This is what you are really going to be spending most of your time looking at. So it's a personalized newsletter. She uses just a little bit of coding. You don't have to do any coding. You just have to follow the steps. So you want to pretty much just download everything or not download, but just upload to your Google Drive. This one, it shouldn't have any problems if you run it in your iOS Google Drive. I found that other extensions weren't allowed to run inside the iOS Google Drive, so this is my personal Google Drive. Okay, so here's a bunch of templates. We'll leave that. Scroll down. This is just letter design, just information. We'll cover all of this. Autocrat, you need to click here for a sample. We're going to make a copy. And this you would put your roster in, your student names, student emails, and parent emails, okay? And then we're just going to leave that one because this is what is going to generate your newsletter each time, okay? Then there is this that we're going to load, also make a copy. And this is the one that we are going to work in today. Okay. Working. Okay. So this one I can pull that out to see all this other stuff. So this is the one that has the roster. So if I had all my student names, emails, and all that filled out in this thing, then when I opened up this one, it should generate that in there. So I'm just going to enter in a student name. I'll just put in my name, Shanda, and email addresses. I'll just put in a couple of mine. Okay, so there's my student name and 2 email addresses. Whenever you test this out, if you have a student name here, just make sure that the B and C columns each have an email address. Okay, so this is all the directions on how it works. Okay, so like I said, we're just going to mess with these for now. Okay, so from here, we're going to click Add-ons, Teacher Newsletter, and Start. Go ahead and authorize. Oh, okay, and this app is not verified by Google. So yeah, you definitely don't want to use your iOS account then. You want to use your personal account. And this is where a lot of people got tripped up. You're not going back to safety. We don't want to go to safety land, and we know that this is safe. So I'm going to click on advanced and go to teacher newsletter, and basically it just wants you to put in continue so that it knows that you're not a bot trying to make a virus or spread a virus. So we're going to allow it, and we're going to get this little column popped up. The very first time you do this, you need to get your list of templates. You click on the little button here, and this brings you to a new menu, and you're going to do each of these buttons. So make a folder, and okay, I already have the folder on here because I did this earlier, so that's fine. And nothing's going to pop up at all. Like when you click this, nothing happens the first time you do it. So don't be concerned, it just makes a folder on your Google Drive. Next, list templates, generate template choices. This is going to give you all the different options for templates, okay? And it tells you to click on the template URL in column C, okay? So if I click over here, over at the G, it's just highlighting the cell, but all of this is actually inside column C. So I'd have to click over here, and this will just show you what the template looks like. So this is a scary Halloween-like template. Super cute. And this is just what it looks like, okay? And you can look at the other templates. So that was number 6. Template number 15 looks like this. Very nice, very clean. Blue, kind of, I don't know, springish, I guess. Okay, so that's, you can just go through and look at what they look like, okay? Then you're going to hit return. And then you just continue down the buttons. So first you're going to choose a template, click the button, you pick the number. So if you want template, I think number 6 was the spooky one, you just put in number 6, because you can see like here's the template I clicked on, that was in row 6. So okay, number 6. And what do you want to name this? We're going to name it our test newsletter. Okay, so that's the name of our newsletter. Okay, then what you're going to do is leave student comments. Okay, so right here in the template, or in the newsletter, in the template, it's going to say teacher note about child, and it'll actually say Shanda. So what note do you want to put in? She is doing great. What is child good at? Okay, saying a million times. All right, and goals. What are the goals for Shanda? Make a newsletter. Okay, that's all you need to do. And then you would do that for each student that you have. So if you have 23 students, you're going to be doing 23 notes, 23 good ats, 23 goals. So their advice is to either just keep this running throughout the week, or however often you plan on sending out a newsletter. If a certain student does something, you can put it right in there. I like to use pen and paper when I'm actually in front of the classroom, so you can just have a spread, like a roster or something that you can just write notes down as you go, and then you can put that in later. Okay, so once you've got that, we're going to hit create newsletter. And this takes a little bit of time, but it should be working, I think. Yep, there it goes. Google Doc newsletter has been created. Check the newsletter before sending, for errors and whatnot. So I can go to my Google Drive, and I'm in recent, and it'll be right at the top. There it is, Shanda, our test newsletter. So if I open that up, then you can see that down here it says information about Shanda. Note from teacher, she's doing great, what Shanda's good at, saying a million times, yada, yada, yada. But then the question is, how do you change all this stuff? Well, before you make your newsletter, I skipped a step here, what you're going to do is you're going to scroll over here, and the doc URL, click on, and then this is going to bring up the template. And this is where you can do any of your other changes. So we'll let it load here for a minute. Okay, so then you can change the name, Mrs. Cunningham, and the date, and important information. If you have some announcements, I love you, some study materials, Google Chrome, and note from the teacher, one last class, information about, then that'll show up in the generator. Wish list, put in whatever things you're hoping for. You can completely change this. You want to take donors choose out, take it out. Put in whatever you want, change it however you want. Class website, you can put that in, whatever it is, www.loveschool.com, I don't know, whatever. Put it all in there, okay? And then when that's all set, then you can just close that. Then you're going to create the newsletter. And hopefully, this might be, I might have messed it up because of how that went. Let's check it out. Nope, that's not what I want. Well, I might have messed it up because I didn't do it. No, I did. Yay! Okay. So when you change that URL, it'll change everything. So Mrs. Cunningham's third grade, 2017, announcements, study materials, all that stuff. And then because I had entered that stuff in with my student name, all the personalization is there. Okay. So once that is set, go back here and hit email newsletter, and then it takes a minute and it's going to send it out. So we'll wait. There it is. Newsletters have been sent. Okay. If you go back to your Google Drive, it'll show it to you as a PDF. Ta-da. And if I check in my email, hey, look at that. There's our newsletter. Open that up. And there it is from my email. So that is how you do that. And I hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know.